point. But I am in Wales at the moment, and I've been visiting things and walking places. I have got a video to come at some point this week. I have been editing it all day, and I think it's all right. I don't know. I visited Grosmont, Kilpeck, and Abbeydoor very briefly. So they're all in one video because there's not an awful lot there. Kilpeck was the most exciting one. There's quite a lot of things to see. And that was just a sort of, hello, Shmai. It was a sort of last minute thing. So they're sort of on the border of Wales and England. Abbeydoor is in England, and Kilpeck is in, possibly in England. And Grosmont is just about in Wales. So that was interesting. Not much at Grosmont. I remember visiting it before, at least I think I do. But then we got there and we're like, no, don't recognise this at all. But apparently I've been to Kilpeck before. That's what my parents said anyway. So the videos are to come, probably tomorrow, because this is today, so I don't want to overload you with goodness and amazingness, because I'm just too much to take really. So so I'm going to upload it tomorrow, I think. It will take a while because my internet connection's not great. But as you can see, I am not breaking up at the moment, which is a surprise, a very big surprise. I've been, hello, Ollie Taylor. It's, yeah, so, I've been going for lots of walk with my friend, who I came to visit as well, who lives in the area from abroad. No, not from abroad. They're from this area, but anyway, let's not go into that. They're in this area, so I went to walks with them, and that was fun. And we've been, I didn't make any videos with that because that was just local walks for local people. So we did that, and that was quite nice. It's nice and sunny and lovely. Hello, Boheme. It's quite exciting, really. So that's something. So look forward to that. It'll be amazing. Please watch it, because not everyone watches my videos. Increasingly or decreasingly, people have been watching them. Today I put a thing up about languages because I want more people to speak to me in foreign languages. Thank you very much, Keris, for last week speaking to me, even though I did not understand because I'm an idiot and I didn't realise that cathode and kui, I can't even say it. Key. What's the plural of dog? CW. I've forgotten already. It's like, I've been learning this since November and I'm just hopeless. So I've been like, speak to me in languages and I'll see whether I can understand. I understand usually more than I speak, but I've been really trying with Welsh and I'm still struggling. But hello, Terry. So I'm trying. But somebody said that you can only really tell that you know a language well if you can tell a joke in it. So I struggled to tell a joke in Welsh. Couldn't. Okay, yeah. With a little accent over the W. Ooh, maybe that's where the rude words from England come from. Let's not go there. Kilpeck had interesting sculptures on the walls, and it's made me think terrible things. Yes, this is it though, right? If you've got arty things like sculptures and things that are a bit rude, and there is some rude sculptures on Kilpeck, which is a church in the middle of just, you can go, anyone can see them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Is it come from the same root? That's what I'm saying. I'm enjoying being back in Wales, Terry. Thank you very much for asking. Yes, it's all too brief, isn't it? It'll be over soon, and then I'll be going to Scotland, and then I'll be. Oh, I'm worried about that because my whole plan was to just do that, just rock up and do shows whatever people want. But then either nobody will come, which case no pressure, but I'll feel bad, or people will come and they'll expect me to do things and I'll be rubbish and then that'll be terrible, or I'll be very good, maybe, who knows. But I've got to think of something to do. I mean, especially there's two shows that I'm most worried about because the venue's like probably expecting, I mean, it's good quality venue, so I really need to do more in those. The others are sort of fill-in shows and less pressure because they're not advertised as much, and you know, it's just people's off days. But two of them, I really need to think of something to do. So I'm going to think of, for the spoken word one, I really need to up my game. And also for the one that it will be multimedia. So I probably need to concentrate on doing something for that. But the others is just going to be randomly whatever you want. Based on either shows that I've done in the past or just what you want. Just make something up. I'm happy to make a show up for you and see what comes out of it. So it's sort of semi-impro, really. Uh, yeah, so I've been trying to do the languages. So I wrote a joke. Where was I? I've gone off on a beaten track here. Tried to write a joke in Welsh, and I was trying to translate "my dog's got no nose," and then I realised that you can't because the word for mm, yes, quite careless. The word for to smell, sentir, is not the same as the word for smelly, which there's several ways of saying it. So I was like, ooh, no, it doesn't work. It's not a pun in the same way. So then I thought about it, and then I realised, and then I got into a sort of like rabbit hole of trying to work it out into what limited French I've got into try and make that into a joke. So then I made a joke, and I'm not going to tell you the joke because it's a very bad joke, but it's a joke. It is. I did write a joke, but now I realise I can't write a joke in any language. Hello, Georgina. So I'm buggered really. It's a good job that I'm not relying on jokes. Jokes is not my. Maybe if I could do jokes, then I would be on live at the Apollo by now. Oh, I look like a cowardly lion today, or Kimber from the Lights. Simba. Kimber's from. Kimber is like I've been watching those YouTube things about how Lion King ripped off Kimber the White Lion, Kimber the Lion King, Simba the Lion King. So yeah, who's there? um, yeah. Oh dearie me. Yeah. So humour in any language is a struggle. I've discovered, especially if it medic who. Yeah, you got me. Of course it is medic. Medic. Oh, that's a terrible joke. That's like the first joke anyone. Yeah, but funny. Yes. Do 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 do. It's hilarious. No, I tell you what though, because I've been working with small children, and small children don't really understand the setup of jokes anyway, so they tell you really stupid things, and then they go, "This is the funniest joke ever," and you're like, "What?" And they're like, "What sort of kitten does my head have?" A big kitten, and you're like, yeah, that's hilarious. But knock knock jokes are really difficult. So I know there was some kids in the playground. They were like, can you do a knock knock joke? I can do a knock knock joke. Knock knock. Who's there? People who, yeah. That's basically the standard of it. I know the first joke that I ever learned when I was in infant school on the first day, and I thought was funny, and I told my parents, I've told you this before, I'm sure. I told my parents, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever, and they said, no, it's not, that's not a joke, shut up. So it's a bit of a knockback, but it was basically, why did the car stop on a hill? No. Why did the orange car stop on a hill? Because it ran out of juice. That would have been a good. I don't think that was the actual thing. Why did the orange stop on the hill? It was because it ran out of juice. But why did the orange car stop on the hill? Because it ran out of juice. Would have been a hilarious joke. But I think it was just why did the orange stop on? Yeah, exactly. Difference between erotic and perverted? A question mark. I don't know. What is the difference? Yeah, I'm a bit sweaty and hot from here. Is using a feather. Using feathers is erotic. Using a chicken. I know this one. Yes. Don't need to write it now. Yeah, exactly. Called it. Yes, quite. So, oh yeah, what was I saying? I was way back in the distant past before I started talking about somewhere in between. I've gone on to sort of a like kaleidoscope of ideas, but I was talking about Kilpeck and the church. Now, when is art not art? When is art not allowed on YouTube? And when can you monetize art? Yes. Can you monetize say one of is it Déjeuner sur l'herbe, which is famously got two naked women in the front of it. If you did a remake of it, I mean it's out of copyright, so you could put it up and that would be fine. But it has got two naked women in it. So would the algorithm for YouTube go, no, you can't do it, even though it's art, and you can go, yes, but it's art, anyone can see it. It's like, no, it's not suitable for most advertisers, and it's like, but it's art. So I'm really confused about what is allowed, because I know they've slightly changed the rules, and it's like, well, if this is this and that is that, and then this is the other, then you're not allowed it, and if this is this and this is... So I'm also thinking it's very, very, very restrictive what you're allowed to do. And in American and British and certainly French society, you can get away with stuff that maybe some of the other regions you can't put advertising on, but you would think that the advertiser would be a little bit more, I want to say fluid, and that's not what I mean, a little bit more, I mean, you look at adverts and there's all sorts of, they used to sell things with sex all the time, so I don't understand why that sort of thing is not suitable for most advertisers. Like a little bit of shoulder, why is that not suitable for most advertisers? I'm a bit confused about it, to be honest. I mean, obviously really extreme stuff is not suitable. You can't be really offensive or nasty or offensive in any way or say anything that's derogatory or nasty, but nice things like slightly nudie bodies, not showing anything particular, just a tiny bit of flesh, nice things, then especially art ones, then you'd think it would be, yes, they did used to be taboo. And also the condoms, and if can you mention those? I don't know. These are nice stairs. At one point, see that? I stripped this. See, I stripping. Is that allowed? Stripping. And fondling wooden poles. Is that allowed? I think I did the whole of the stairs, but it didn't look very good, so they repainted it. But I did do the bottom, so that's good. And in my last house, I did the whole entire stairs. I started off on it when I was about 16, and I carried on with it. And I had all the equipment, and I got the what's it called, the blowtorch, and I was sanding it, and I probably did my lungs in. I've probably ruined myself for life. There was probably loads of lead paint and all sorts of stuff in there. But it took, I started it off, maybe even younger than 16, and it took years and years and years. My dad was really annoyed that I'd started because it's really difficult. No, I'm not thinking of going nudie or something. I was just saying that there are, on Kilpeck Church, several carvings that are fairly interesting, let's say that. And I'm like, can I show those carvings that are over 1,000 years old now, or nearly 1,000 years old anyway, not over 1,000 years old, because I think it's from about 1066, or maybe it is over 1,000. Anyway, they're very old carvings. They're on a church. They're there for all to see, and yet if I put them in a YouTube video, would YouTube go, no, that is not suitable for any advertisers? And I'm like, but it's there for all to see. You just go there and you go, I did. I went, that's surprising, because my dad told me about this sculpt, and I was looking. He said that it was a woman in a pose. So I was looking, and there was a woman what I thought was a woman going. And I thought, that's it. It wasn't it. It wasn't it at all. Because when I eventually found the thing it was, I was like, that's definitely the one. That is the notorious one. Anyway, look up Kilpeck Church and you'll see it's the Sheila Gig sculpture. But there is a Victorian artist that did a picture of it, and he said that it was a picture of a fool opening his heart to the devil, which is an interpretation. So if anyone asks me when they see this picture of this Sheila Gig, I'm going to say it's a fool opening his heart to the devil. That's what it is. If anyone asks. It's not. But if anyone asks. So what did you just say? Something about, somebody said something. It's not coming back up again. I will have to wait till it comes. The algorithm's dodgy. Well, dodgy. As I said last time, I don't trust it, because if you have to prove that you're not a robot by understanding, it doesn't understand humour, it doesn't understand anything. Hello, Philip. If you have to prove that you're not a robot by noticing that something's a taxi or a bus or a fire hydrant instead of a lump, Well, obviously you need some sort of actual human endeavour and human eyes to know that. So I don't think that the algorithm is working at all well. I don't think it's right at all. At all. What's been happening this week? Oh, I've seen the whole series of Oranges. Orange is the New Black. I was going to say Orange is not the new black. Oranges are not the only fruit black. Mirror. Yeah. Okay. Is this only for streams? No, I don't. I think it's not only for streams. It's for everything. Streams. I don't know because the stream from 2 weeks ago. I don't even know why that was not. I don't know what I did wrong in that because it was just me talking, but that wasn't eligible for streaming. So I'm now really very careful and like, no, I won't. Go away, Kiech Murasata. That's just ridiculous. What the? I don't even know why I responded to that. Go away. Go back to bed, you 4-year-old. Anyway, yeah, no, it's on, so I won't spoil it for you, but it just started on Friday. And I knew that it started on Friday, so I was expecting Netflix to recommend it to me. But then I realised that I probably watched it on my flatmate's account. Well, his bit. So probably didn't realise that I do watch it. But I do watch it. But it was recommending me still Adam Sandler's thing, not anything else. So I did find it, and but I turned on Netflix on my computer, and the only thing that was showing up was Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. Oh, it's not even called that anymore, just Queer Eye. That was the only thing that was showing up. Nothing else. Thank you, Tax the Penguin. That's amazing. Thank you. That's very, very, very generous of you. Thank you very much, so much. Yes, you've saved my life. So what was I saying? I've lost my train of thought because of that. I can't even remember what I was saying. Anyway, Queer Eye. That's what it was. Queer Eye. Yeah, very well done. So that was good. But one thing that I did see this week that I found is a show, surprisingly effective show called Drag SOS, in which a bunch of Manchester drag queens go around the country in a sort of it's a bit like thank to Wong Fu, thanks for everything. That's it, really. Well, they go around the country, or just it's a bit like Queer Eye, but with drag queens. And they go around the country and they find 3 people in a little sleepy town, not seaside town, sleepy town, and they find them and they get them in drag and then they lip sync very briefly, but it's got the sort of touching story. It's like there's single mothers and people that have lost their way in life, and fathers of gay sons and students, and or just like people from a village, just rugby captains they had, just people that could do with having a bit of a laugh, and then they dress up in beautiful clothes and wear lots of makeup. Some of the drag makeovers are a little bit odd, but then they just basically lip sync to some random, fairly cliched song in front of all their family and friends, and everyone goes, "Oh, we love you so much, so amazing," and it's really quite heartwarming, surprisingly so. They went to Caerphilly, where I got a video of the castle there. They went to Caerphilly, and there was a woman that worked in a charity shop, and a girl student, and a rugby captain, and they all dressed up in drag and had a lovely time. It was quite nice. So watch that if you get to see it. And what else? I can't. What have I done this week? Oh yeah, walks and walks. And I cooked a nice big rice dish for everybody yesterday. That was nice. And so yes, there will be a video on its way, as I said, but I'm not sure what will happen to that and what the algorithms will say about it, because it does have carvings, interesting carvings. Yeah, that's it. What they're called, corbels. I thought they were called gargoyles, but they're actually called corbels. Corbels. Yeah, that's a bit. Carry on. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, what's everybody been up to here? Anybody learned a new language, done a new thing, found a new joke? Because I like those jokes in Welsh and And the jokes in English, they were great. Any jokes in other foreign languages I can welcome. Ghost stories in Wales, that would be interesting. Because there's a book up here. I'll see, there's a book up here that I found that's from, oh, it's dark up here. Very dark up here. From 1959, from the Festival of Wales. Oh, it's gone. That's typical, isn't it? Anyway, don't know where it's gone. It was on the top of the stairs and now it's not there anymore. Just when you need it. Anyway, it's got Stories of Wales. And I've probably said about the Devil's Heap of Stones, which there's a place called St. Cadoc's, and there was a bell, and there's sort of a legend that the devil took the stones from, because he was jealous, and built the Devil's Heap of Stones. Devil's Heap of Stones is easily 1,000 years before St. Cadoc's was built. But there's also, did you? Wow. Good luck, Rob Robbins. You went on the Indy. On the Indy? Yeah. I don't know where that is. And there's one about some, oh, I see. I was like, what the I see, I thought maybe it was missing something. We went on the March for Independence in Carnarvon. Yay! I think Wales should be independent. I'm all for Welsh independence. I probably wouldn't have said this a couple of years ago, but I didn't speak any Welsh a couple of years ago either, did I? So I am really all for independence. I think everybody should go their own way at the moment. Although, conversely, I'm in favour of the EU. So we should all go independent and join the EU, and then that's what should be. Independent countries within the umbrella of the EU is the way I think we should all go. In personally. Anyway, what was I saying? A ghost story. Yeah, Garnwen. There's somewhere called Garnwen there's apparently they found a load of bones at the top of the mountain, and there's apparently a ghost of a witch there. This is the first I've heard about it. And I said to my dad, where's Garnwen? And he said, I don't know, but I'm sure I can find where Garnwen is, really. No, I don't think we have our own, I say we, yeah, I am still Welsh, So we should have our own currency. What could the currency of Wales be called? The Kynog. Yes. I don't know. What do I think? The punt, yeah. The pint. The pint. The pint. No, the sheep. No. The library. The Lifrigkill. I can't get my right. I can't really get my. This is why I'm really scared of saying things in the languages that I'm learning, because I sound like a pill, a piff. A pill. What am I talking about? I don't know. Putti. Yeah, I sound idiot. You have it next Tuesday. Okay. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure what we should call it. Does anybody have a sensible suggestion that's not offensive to the people of Wales? That would be a lovely thing. I can't think of anything. I'm from Wales and I can't think of anything that's not offensive. Oh my goodness me. What am I like? Yeah, Ariane. Ooh. Lion, is that lion? Yeah. Yes, I think we should have something. Yes, a lion. Cannon. The cannon. Oh, that's what I said, the Kynog. Oh my goodness, I accidentally, yes, it's the pence, the pennies. That's what I said. Stumbled on what it used to be called just by saying what it is. Yeah, the Kynog. Yes, I know. Yeah, Kynog. That's what I said it was going to be. Oh my goodness me. So the pennies. It should be called the pennies. You look after the pennies and the pounds will look after themselves. Look after the Edric. Kynog. Pint. Edric. I don't know. I can't do this. Pint. Yes. I can't do it. Exactly. Value of silver. Ariane. Yes. So yeah. Basically that's it. So we've solved the world's ills. We'll have lovely think we should have Kenin on it. Menin! The butter! Yeah, we have the butter as a form of currency. And vegans can have whatever margarine is as a form of... What's the Welsh word for margarine? They haven't taught me that. What an idiot. There must be just like spread. 2 backstops. Yes, you don't need a backstop because Wales is actually connected to England. So you'll need something completely different. You'll need a big old wall. There's already one there. Yes. Offers dike. You just... Yeah. Offer you a dike and you'll take 2. You do still need a backstop, but how? It won't be in the middle of the sea though, will it? It won't be in the middle of the sea. It'll be in the middle of Hereford. Yeah, we'll take back Hereford's cathedral. Sod them. They say that they can shoot a Welshman on a Sunday with a not a bow and arrow, with a not with a broadsword. Anyway, yes, they say they can still shoot Welshmen from the cathedral, and I say no, this shall not pass. So yeah, well, you'll need a visa to walk up Snowdon. I won't need a visa because I've never been to Snowdon, but I still could. Yeah, that's Chester, and it's also Hereford. I think you'll find, Philip, it's also Hereford. And I think there's a similar one in one of the Scottish border towns for Scottish people as well. It is definitely, Philip. It's probably not true, but it was still in the bylaws last time I looked. But yeah, it was very briefly because it's one of the Welsh marshes, one of the areas of the Welsh marshes. But basically, Wales extended all the way as far as Cumbria, almost actually for a part of the time in Scotland and most of what is now England for a long time, and some of Cornwall. And so basically we'll have a very big surface area. We'll just take back the go back to the map, the 600 map, and I think you'll find in about the year AD 600 Wales, Cymru took over it was basically most of Britain. So that's fine. And if we have a little pact with Scotland, then we just have all of it. And so that'll be fine. If you live in like Bristol or Birmingham or a Cumbria, then you can be Welsh. There's just a tiny patch, I think, at the top of the sort of west side of England that wasn't Wales. So there you go. I've not been up Snowdon. That's something to look forward to. And I've got loads of time because even when we're independent, I'll have my visa. I'll have to probably come back here to make sure that I've got it. It's like, you've been out of England too long. It's like, no, exactly. Wales, Cymru. Yeah, they took all our water. It all went to Birmingham. All the nice, fresh Welsh water, the Dŵr. It all went to Birmingham. We'll have that back. But we won't. Birmingham can be part of Wales, and then that'll be fine. Yeah, chip fat. Yes, exactly. That's what Wales is made of. Yes. Scoglion? Is that the word for chips? Anyway. Yes, I'm probably going to go now. On that note. So, yes, we've solved the world's crisis of everything. Everybody shall be Cymraeg from now on. And that way, yeah, instead of declaring independence from England, it will be Wales. Problem solved. Sglodion. Yes, right. Anyway, as I said, I'm not good at saying things. I can understand them when they're written down, and then you try them. This is it. I've got this massive block on actually talking. I think it's because when I went to France to learn French when I was 17 with my family, my cousins, they insist on speaking English to me, and every time I tried to speak French, they would mock me and go, "You're never going to speak Welsh." French even. I never speak Welsh. You're never going to speak French, and the little baby that was born, who's just been born, is going to learn French before you can speak French. And I was like, oh. It's true. I think that baby's quite old now, grown up probably with kids of their own, and I still am very scared of speaking French. But I do understand it. I understand a lot. I've got improve your French book upstairs. And I'm like, ooh, but I know all of this. Can you say any of the words though? No, don't make me say it. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Thank you very much, and I hope that you have a very pleasant Sunday, and look forward to my next video, which is a Grossmont and Kilpeck and a tiny bit of Abidjan. Alright then, bye bye, see you soon.